Hi guys, how are you? I hope you all will be okay and fine and fit for. So guys, I am Malik Mukas Ali. So as you know that we have a topic every day on which we have a hale and hearty conversation with our guests. So today's topic is social media and its impact on our life. So I think as of now I have not joined by our honorable guests. So long they join us, I think I have to introduce about our channel. I have to introduce that why are we making this video and why are we having this conversation. So first of all, the main reason of making this video is improving our English. You know that although people are having a good English knowledge, but this knowledge is on the border of just writing, listening, and reading. And in the area of speaking, they are very shy, they hesitate, they feel fear. So we have make an initiative that we should make some online video classes on which people could take part in our debate and they can rid of their hesitation and they can talk with us with confidently. On this platform there is no inferior or no superior. All the people and all the participants are equal, are having equal dignity, and he are having equal respect. So any one of you who want to take part in our debate, who can send us who can send us a message on my WhatsApp given in description. So if you send us a message, I'll send you a link of our daily conversation, and then you can join our conversation. Apart from this, if you want to become our participant, the link of this video has been given in this description, and you can join our conversation by clicking that link as well. So making the another person, apart from this, another reason of making this video is that we want to know the different views, thoughts, and different kinds of feelings about I mean to say that people are having various kinds of feelings, various kinds of thoughts on a topic. So I want to know that for example, this media, as far as this topic social media is concerned, I have my own perception, on thoughts, and on thinking about it. And many other people, they have different point of views. They have different types of thinking and way of thinking actually. So it is very good if we have a combined discussion, if we have a good conversation with each other. So these are the basic reasons. English language is an international language, and it is very mandatory for us for learning, for reading. So as far as Pakistan is concerned, English language is a second language, which is very popular throughout the Pakistan. Even though, sorry, although people are having a good knowledge of English, but as I have already mentioned you, they are very shy in the area of speaking. So if we have some sessions of speaking English, I think we can improve our spoken English. We can rid of our hesitation and fear, whatever we have. On this modern age, there are numbers of softwares and applications who are trying to teach English language to the people, but in my point of views, they those applications and platforms are very good for us. Definitely we can improve our English, we can boost up our vocabulary, we can improve our pronunciation as well. Apart from this, on the other hand, I think conversation by face to face with people, if we have, I think it is the best way to improve our English. If we if we have physically contact, or if we have any online classes face to face, I think we can improve our English very in a good way, because when you get response of other person's reactions, of other person's feeling, of other person's gestures of hands, of eyes, of mouth, of face, so at that time we get more knowledge, we can get more information, we can get a lot of knowledge about our language, because when you receive reply by other person, you can you get a lot. On the other hand, on the applications which are available on Google Play Store or in Google, yes, definitely. I'm not able to deny the importance of those applications, but those applications are not eligible, are not able to deploy you physically, or they are not having any eye contact with you. So this is the main reason that is why I think we should have a physical physically contact. So I think English language isn't difficult. It is just subjective to practice. If you are having a good practice with people, I think within no time you will be proficient. You will be good in English, and you will get rid of your hesitation. So English language is an international language which is spoken approximately in all over the world. So I think that is why I have chosen our discussion in English language. So today's our topic is social media and its positive or negative impacts. So as of now, I am waiting for my honorable guest. Their presence is very necessary for me, because if they join me, we can get we can make our conversation interesting, we can make our conversation long, and we can get good knowledge. We will be able to understand their thoughts and views about this topic, social media and its positive and negative impacts. So so long they join us, mm, I share I share some thoughts, some thinkings of mine on this video about social media. First of all, as you know that everything is uh, everything is having both kinds of impacts. First is positive, and second is negative. Each and everything, whatever is that thing, that has two impacts. So it is dependent on the users, it is dependent on the people whether they use that application or that thing or that gadget or that tool, positive or negative. It is totally dependent on people. So if people use that tool in a right way, with positive mind and with straight mind, if they wanna help poor people, if they wanna help their community, if they have a good, uh, I think somebody is trying to contact us. Yes, Danny Sinta from Indonesia. He's trying to. Yes, I think he has a problem of mic and cam. I think this is very common issue which was experienced yesterday night when one of our friend who was trying to contact us, take who was trying to take participation, he had also same problem. I didn't went through this problem, so that's why I don't know much more. So I think problem is your guest will need to connect their mic cam before you can add them to stream. I think there is problem in mic and camera in my guest's tool or gadgets. Okay, I try to send him a message that your camera and mic is not working. Danny, working. Yes, I think I have. He will receive my message and he will try to get rid of this problem. Yes, definitely his presence is very good and very important, mandatory for us, and we will happy if he come with us. So any person can contact with us provided his camera or mic is working good. So let's start our uh, conversation from where we left. So I was yes, I have a okay. So I was telling the importance of social media. Along with that, social media, I was trying to tell the usage of any other things. So anything, whatever that is, it has two edges. In first edge, it is good. In the second edge, it is bad for us. I think my friend has sent me a message. Okay, I think he has sent me a screenshot. So I will also try to send him screenshot. Okay, so let me. Okay, I have sent Yes. So anything, whatever is that, has two ways of usage. Okay. So in my point of views, no doubt social media has a plenty of advantages in the field of business, in the field of business entrepreneurs, and in the stream of studies, education, technology. There are numbers of um, grounds on which social media is helping people a lot. So I think this is a good thing. And now, due to social media, this world, this universe has become a global village. And a person who had left from you, and by whom you never met after your after a long and long time. So due to social media, you have found that person, you can find that person, you can get touch with that person. So this is also a good edge of social media, by which we can say that we should use social media. I'm not going to I'm not going in detail of these advantages. I'll discuss with my guest in detail. So in a short, I'm trying to tell the advantages and disadvantages. So on the other hand, social media has a lot disadvantages regarding our health, regarding uh, our education, regarding our physical health. So I think my friend is saying that I can't press my mic. I think he has an issue with his mic, so that's why uh, he isn't able to. So okay. So on the other hand, social media is creating a lot of troubles in our society, in our life. For example, if we say the life of a student, his work is just paying attention toward his studies. His duty is to work hard in the stream and in the area and in the principles of his education. But at this time, he put his education aside and he tries to use WhatsApp on his mobile, on computer, and he wastes his a lot of time, which is very very necessary for his educational purposes. So in this time, there is no check and balance on the usage of social media. As far as our Pakistan is concerned, people or students, they are having a free hand. They are not under the attention, under the provision of any person, neither by their parents nor by their government. So they are having a lot of time, they are having a lot of usage of this social media without without precautionary measures, without safety measures, without those measures by which we can make social media fruitful. But unfortunately, there are a lot of students who have ruined their careers by the misusage of this tool, social media. So that is why social media has negative aspects as well, along with our positive impacts. So I think we should use social media, but we have one thing in our mind, that if we use it with a wrong way, we can ruin our future, we can ruin our life. We will There will be no remorse if once we have done it. So this is the time when we can improve ourselves. This is the time when we can use our social media in a right way. So it was a concise and brief uh, introduction and discussion about the social media. I'm waiting my honorable guests. It has been a long time. It has been 21 minutes, but as of now, nobody is attached with us. So I think there is problem in somewhere, in some areas about yes, I think so. Yes, about connections, about data. So I think I would have to carry my conversation, my debate with my own self, and I think it is going to be solo conversation. So yes, so I request you, all of you who want to improve his English, who want to improve their English with me, he can they can contact with me on my WhatsApp number, on and who can contact with me by commenting uh, in comments box, which is given under this video. And I'll set. And one more thing I wanna definitely, I must say that I always put an uh, I always put a link of currently conversation uh, under in description box. So anyone who want to touch us, he can join our conversation by clicking the link given in the description box. So let me see one thing. I have to. I have forgotten to write the. Yes, this is done. Yes, actually, I had forgotten. to write the link of this video. Yes, I think there is a problem going on. An error occurred on YouTube. I think there is problem uh, in my YouTube channel. I think it's not in YouTube channel. I think it is connection problem. So I'm going to read it off. Okay, guys. So now I'm going to discuss in detail about social media and its impacts, whether they are positive or negative. So, guys, first of all, I would like to discuss its negative impacts. Okay, so social media is harming for especially students. The students which are who are not having a sense of their career, they are little conscious about their future, and they are not sincere with their future because they are having a lack of sense. So social media is providing them a big platform on which they can spend their precious time, which was necessary for their studies. So they come out of their they come from colleges or universities, or uh, they come from their schools. They sit in front of their computer, laptop, and their mobiles. Apart from this, uh, apart from this, numbers of students who are having nowadays mobiles and smartphones, even though those uh, carrying those mobiles and smartphones are forbidden and prohibited in many colleges and universities and schools, especially in schools. Even then, they have many students have many ways of carrying these tools into their schools. Some I don't know the ways that when do they hide their mobiles when they go to the schools and colleges, but I have heard that they carry their mobiles to the colleges and to the schools. So in the when I was a school student and college student, I had also uh, I had also a little era of this social media. I mean to say that before 10 to 15 years back, social media was rarely used in I mean in public. The reasons are many behind it, like social media was in its initial stage, and it was not popular among the people. It was not in common use, and the on other and other its reason is that people didn't had smartphones, android phones on which these applications run are applicable. So when I was student of my college or school, even then people had student had mobile phones, but due to lack usage of this social media, they didn't use their mobiles infrequently. They were very uh, they were very easy by using, and they just had communication with their friends, with their family members, and mobile phones were used uh, just for only keeping touch, okay, with your relatives. But as time was passing, day by day, after day by day, it became very regular that students, they were entangled, they were involved using social media. And I know that at those time Facebook was growing, and our English teacher, whose name was Rana Ijaz. He was English teacher at that time, and he used to say that I use Facebook just for half hour in a day, and he has adjusted his schedule and schedule while using Facebook. And he used to tell us that I sit front of I sat front of Facebook for half hour, and in this half hour, if I had full my conversation with people or not, if he had not completed his conversation, and if he had not completed his work, whatever he had been doing at that time while using Facebook, after half hour he used to sign out his ID, his account, and he used to leave using Facebook. So I think he was a very conscious, he was sensible person, he was wise that social media is just wastage of time for students and for people those who are not having a business on social media, who are not having a skillful things on social media. So social media is just wastage of time for those. So he was sincerable person, sincere able person. I'm sorry for twisting my tongue. So it happens sometimes. So I'm sorry for it. So he was using his tool uh, just by his mm, by just his need for touching his students. He used to collect some problems, some answers, and he replied them very quickly, and then after 1 hour he finished that, and that's all. But now students especially, they don't have this habit. If when they sit in front of their laptop or computer and they try to use their social media, and at this time social media also is also having various shapes. For example, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Imo, uh, Skype, and there are a lots of other applications which are being used by people, and sometimes I wondered that how are these applications are working among the people, because a person is is able to use an application at one time. If he use more if he use if he uses more applications, I think he would not be able to pay attention toward all his applications. And I have heard that numbers of people, they have a lot of accounts. uh, for example, if there is a person who is having 6 to 7, or sometimes he has more than 10 accounts of Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So I don't think so that what do they do while making a lot of these accounts. If you are genuine person, if you are positive person, if you are having a good career, you are not going to be involved in these kinds of bad habits. Yes, you can make your one account and you can grow that account, you can touch with your friends, relatives, you can. So I think it is good for you. I'm sorry, I have a message. Yes, I have a message from Yusuf. Uh, he belongs to Bangladesh. Okay, so I have invited him personally, and whenever I think he is also busy somewhere, that's why he is not. Yes, I'm looking. So for students, social media is a like a killer sometimes. Not sometimes, many times. It is equal to, it is amount to a killer. It is equal to a killer. And I have seen a lot of students who were very good before using. They were very good in their student life before using social media and these kinds of tools, but after but having used these media resources, they have lost their way of studying, and got they just got passing marks in their examinations, just due to misusage of this social media. So in the field of education, I think students have to be sincere, they have to be careful while using social media. Yes, you can contact, you can get education. There are lots of good aspects and good things in social media, which I am going to be discussed uh, on the discussion of positive points. Yes, I will discuss. So at this time, I'll raise out and point out the shortcomings of social media. So I have put some bad impacts on on students' lives. So now I am going to discuss its impact in our daily life. Those people who are not students, and who are using Facebook, but they are involved in misconductions. They are having they are having lots of bad activities in social media. Some of them, they are using social media for enticing, alluring people by giving them lots of ways of of success. They offer many offers to people by which they can fraud them. They can, and there are a lot of scams on social media. While apart along with it, many relationships which are made, sorry, yes, which are made on social media, they are not trustful, they are not trustworthy, they are not loyal, because on social media a lot of people, they are having their hypocrisy, and they are hypocrites. They are having two faces. They are having a another face while using social media, and they show their that face which is not real. So when some persons are engaged with them in uh, in the way of relationship, in the way of business, in the way of offering something, in the way of buying something, in the way of purchasing. So there are numbers of scams by which people are being affected. They are getting infecting by these kinds of misconducts. So in our lives, social media has created a lot of trouble. Now people are not getting trusted to any person, because on social media they are having a lots of bad experience, which were not good for them, and for which were not good for people. So social media is playing a bad role in our daily life. Okay, so there is another bad impact of social media is that we are having, while using our mobile phones, while using our laptops and other things, other gadgets, when we make some person our friend, for example, someone who is stranger for us, we have never seen him, we have never known him, we don't know that who is that. So by the sympathy, by the peace gesture, by the good gesture, if we accept his friendship request, whenever we accepted his friendship request, at that time we gain bugs and viruses in our accounts, in our um, mobile, in our whatever gadget we are using. And while uh, and we don't know that who is doing this thing, because they are very clever, the hackers, and these kinds of niches which are very clever, who are creating a lot of troubles, and they steal our personal data, especially family pictures and private pictures. Apart from this, our businesses information can be stolen. So this is the bad impact which is going on nowadays in our community, in our social life. So I think if we have uh, if we didn't have social media, we could have we could have saved a lot. Okay, so now this is another problem of our social media, which is creating a lot of troubles. So I think as of now, these are enough in the way of uh, in the on the behalf of a good advantage, on the behalf of advantages of our social media. Now I'm going to move toward another way and aspect which is positive. For example, as far as the students are concerned, they are having good platform on social media. They are finding a lot of good ways for improving their studies, for getting knowledge, and they are having a lots of good things on social media. For example, if a person uh, who is not I mean to say good in his any subject, he can find a lots of good teachers from all over the his country or his community. He can find that what is going on in other ways. So related to his subject, related to his problem, he can find a um, lots of I mean to say uh, solutions. Actually, yes, he can find solutions of his problem on social media, and he can be connected with his class fellows, university fellows, and college fellows as well. And apart from this, he can get a group discussion while sitting at his own home. For example, there is a holiday like Sunday, so he can have a good debate and good studical conversation while sitting by their own houses. So this is a positive and good way of using social media. And secondly, on businesses side, now we are looking that in social media, business is working. People are working on their businesses on social media a lot, and they are having business on social media, and they are earning a lot of money, even though people are having their uh, many businesses, I mean, on without social media. But now on social media, it has explored our abilities, it has explored world, and it has brightened our views. Now we can sell and buying each and everything in every corner, in every part of this world, and we can sell our goods, our things in international market as well. So this is another positive point of about our social media, which has provided us a lot of things, which has provided us a lot of. So there is our brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
वालेकुम
वालेकुम
अस्सलाम.
अस्सलाम। आकाश भाई कैसे हैं? ठीक है।
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, आप सुनाएं अफजल भाई,
ठीक
क्या
है
हाल चाल
आप?
है? जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, मैं भी ठीक हूँ जी।
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
लगता है
आकाश भाई। हाँ बस काम में बिजी था इसलिए कॉल नहीं हुई।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, सही है। तो
रोड पे
कैसे चल?
जा रहा हूँ। रोड
हाँ तो
खाली है वैसे, और पुलिस
हाँ,
बहुत होती है,
अच्छा अच्छा, सही
देख
है
के चलना
सही है।
पड़ता है।
हाँ हाँ, नहीं, अपना ख्याल रखिए करें।
बिल्कुल।
आज वैसे मैंने ना,
बिल्कुल इंशाल्लाह, क्यों नहीं।
जी जी, आज रखा था टॉपिक सोशल मीडिया और इसके इम्पैक्ट्स। तो उसके हवाले से ना थोड़ी सी डिस्कशन हो रही थी। तो
अच्छा अच्छा।
हाँ, तो एक दोस्त था मेरा डैनी, इंडोनेशिया से। वो कोशिश कर रहा था आने की, मिलने की। तो उसका ना कोई माइक का या कैमरे का कोई मसला था,
हम्म,
इस वजह से ना वो हमारे साथ ज्वाइन नहीं हो सका। और दूसरा, ईद के दिन है, तो लोग जो है ना वो काफ़ी मसरूफ़ हैं, बिज़ी हैं। हमारे अपने घर में इतने ज़्यादा मेहमान आए हैं, लेकिन मैंने कहा चलो जो है ना, मैं थोड़ा सा घंटा जो है ना यहाँ पे टाइम दे देता हूँ। तो चलें, ईद के बाद इंशाल्लाह ज़्यादा लोग मिलेंगे, तो
बिल्कुल
इंशाल्लाह
बिल्कुल
की
क्यों
अच्छी डिस्कशन हुआ करेगी।
नहीं, इंशाल्लाह इंशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छी हुआ करेगी, इसमें तो कोई शक
हाँ
नहीं
जी।
है। और
जी जी,
अपना सुनाएं।
इंशाल्लाह। जी, अल्लाह का करम, बहुत बहुत ज़बरदस्त।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। अच्छा, मैं माजरत से थोड़ा मसरूफ हूँ, असल में रोड पे हूँ ना, तो मैंने कहा बस मैं
जी जी
सलाम कर लूँ, तो इंशाल्लाह फिर
जी, बहुत
होगी बात फारिग होंगे तो।
बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया। आपकी तशरीफ़ आवरी हमारे लिए बाइस मसरत है। बहुत शुक्रिया। अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, ध्यान से ड्राइविंग करें। अल्लाह
शुक्रिया।
पाक आपको सेहत दे, तंदुरुस्ती दे।
इंशाल्लाह, थैंक यू काश भाई।
ठीक है जी। ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़ जी।
ओके, अल्लाह अल्लाह हाफिज़।
So, dears, there was Afzal Malik, who was my brother. He has been working in Saudi Arabia for last 5 years. Yes, approximately 5 years. And he's a good person. He is very honest and hard worker. He has been living there for supporting his family. He is working there for his future, and he is working a lot there. So nowadays, there is lockdown going on in Saudi Arabia. So even though he has been given a permission to come out of his home, because his occupation is related to hoteling. So that is why he provides um, eating eating things, edible things to the houses. So now I come back to on my topic. I was discussing and telling about the positive points of social media. So two things I have told you. First one is on the students' impacts on the students and on the businesses, and the third one is social media has made this world global village. And now I have experienced that people who were who were left from each other a long time before, and they were not able to find them, because after 20 or 25 or 30 years back, before, it is very hard to find and to search out any person. So now I have seen that numbers of people, they have found their old and their childhood friends. So now it is very good that social media has provided us platform on which we can find our old and our good friends, which have left from us. So now we can have a good hale and hearty conversation with them, and we can find them very easily. We can touch them very easily. So it is also a good impact of social media. I think as of now, it is enough for today. And someone were trying to come with us, like Danny and Malik Afzal. They were all my friends and my brothers. So due to Eid, and it is very precious moments for every person. So nowadays, in every families there are a lot of zeals, a lot of lit actually. So I think that's why people are very engaged with them, and definitely it is the natural and it is need of those, and I that's why I don't annoy them for coming on this our conversation. If someone comes on my discussion, most welcome. But if someone is engaged with his family, with his relatives, definitely it is his right, and definitely he should be there. So 2 days, for 2 days it's enough, and now I gotta go. Thank you very much for your precious time for staying us. So keep yourself safe. Remember in your prayers, and I'll be with you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. with another interesting topic which will be chosen. So thank you very much so far. See you. Stay healthy, and till tomorrow night. Bye bye.